Hey guys, Jared Surgery again with Real Fire Training. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. There's a little bit of traffic behind me, but I want to take a couple minutes today to talk about the fire department test header. So the fire department test header a lot of times will be on the outside of the building, and a lot of times it's relatively close to the actual FDC. So I'll flip the phone around here for a second. You can see this is a residential high-rise that I'm at. We have the standpipe connection here, and then we have the fire department test header here. So the test header is used to test the capacity of the fire pump. And like your fire engine, every 2.5-inch discharge represents 250 gallons a minute. So you could look at this test header here and you can come to the conclusion that this fire pump is a 1,500 gallon per minute fire pump. So what happens is the fire protection folks come out every so often, they do their checks, and they backflow the fire pump. They backflow the fire pump to test the capacity. They run hoses out into the street. They use what's called a flow monster, and they just verify the capacity of the pump is 1,500 gallons a minute in this case. So let's say you were having some problems with the FDC, the regular connection here, and for whatever reason, you wanted to bypass the system. If you look closely, this is just happened to find, this one's actually missing a swivel, right? So, which is not uncommon. So let's say for whatever reason, you couldn't pump into the FDC, the traditional FDC. It's damaged, it's missing, it's busted for whatever reason, and you try to come up with a different way to get water in the building. There's several ways. You could do flying standpipes and elevated, pull hose on the outside of the building. Those work. You may be able to pump right into the first floor outlet, but if there's pressure reducing valves or something like that, that may get in your way. Another option that you have is to pump through the fire department test header. So this is normally a discharge scenario. So you would obviously need some fittings like some double females to put on there so you can make it an inlet. So how do we take it from a discharge to an inlet? On the other side of this wall is the fire pump room. All right, and in most cases, in most designs, there is an isolation valve in that fire pump room. And if you were to walk in that fire pump room today, every other control valve for the fire protection system, for the fire pump, the risers, for the sprinklers and standpipes, they're all in the open position except for one. And it's the isolation valve for the test header is in the closed position. So, again, fire department test header used to test the capacity of the fire pump, our regular FDC. If this wasn't operating for whatever reason, it was broke, damaged, like this one is, and we wanted to get water into the building, one option that we have available to us is to pump through the fire department test header. Again, discharge primarily to test the capacity of the pump. If we wanted to pump into the building, we could hook our hose, our fittings up there. We open up that isolation valve, and we can get water to inside the building and water inside those rises to the standpipes or sprinklers. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you again soon.